20, Markelle Fultz.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Here are the five for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Walker out there with George. And it's Embiid in it to five, roaming the paint. And for the Nets, we've got Ben Simmons. Markelle Fultz is out there with Zaire Williams. Then it's Matisse Thybulle, and it's Claxton in at the five spot. You take a look at the Nets. Well, not the start to the NBA Cup tournament they were looking for. Odds are against them, but we've seen crazy things happen in this league.
Exactly. Not likely to be hoisting the cup this season. That 1-2 group record simply isn't going to get it done. But don't forget, this is still a regular season game as well. It matters in the standings.
And as for Philadelphia, what a Game 4 in the tournament this is for them. You can chalk it up as a must-win if they want to move on.
Well, looking back on past NBA Cups, that third win has proven to be vital. They'll be laying it all out on the floor in this one. Yeah, and leaving no doubt. Edgecombe just flies to the rim.
Outside Thybulle. Pass to Simmons. And it's Simmons slamming it home.
Oh my goodness, the creativity and flair from Ben Simmons. Stop it now. Don't hurt him, Ben.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. About a minute played here so far in the first. And it's Maxey missing. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They are plenty talented. Thank you, Shams.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Williams from long range. He drops it from range. Williams has got 5 points.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Maxey. And too long on the shot.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
And here comes the break. Here's George. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Well, you can see Markelle Fultz starting to get comfortable, understanding how to thread the pass through the defense.
So it's Philadelphia now, trailing by 2. Here's Maxey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Now here's Simmons. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25.5 a game. And it's Simmons with the jam.
This close to the rim, Ben Simmons just leaves no doubt.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Here's Maxey. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge, find a way, and he does.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Bol, he's checked in for Claxton. Clowney comes in for Ben Simmons. Hields checked in for Williams. And it's Shepard in for Fultz. Now here's Hield. He had 25 points in his last game.
We all know this guy is a volume three-point shooter. Mr. Hield does not lack for confidence.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Now here's McCain. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. George for three. Rebounded by the Nets. Home court didn't seem to help last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Last time they lost a close one against this team. You have to wonder what they could have done if it wasn't for their foul trouble in that game.
Yeah, some of their starters had to take an early seat on the bench, and that ruined the rhythm and flow they were trying to establish.
Now here's McCain. No points so far. Yep, that one goes.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. The 76ers have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Oubre can't hit.
Nothing more important than contesting layups and dunks. A great job defensively.
And it's finished off by Bull.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in the league. Boy, those second chance points come quickly to this guy.
Now here's Hield. His offense has been fantastic, averaging just over 17 a game. Sends it home from three-point land.
Both teams are hot. Woo! This is a fun one to watch.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Lets it go from deep. Good scoring in this one as we conclude the first quarter. Nets out in front. They're up by 4. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.
17.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Well, we're in the era of the 3-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Quentin Grimes out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Embiid in its center, filling out the middle.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Maxey, that's good.
Oh, a high motor in close to the rim. Maxey finding a window and converting.
Nets leading by 5. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back to you, B.A.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Walker, he's checked in for Oubre. Outside Grimes. The rebound by Simmons.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Hield passes to Claxton from deep three-point range. And Grimes pulls it down.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Fires it. Can't hit that one.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Williams up top. Maxey covering. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Ben Simmons, a guy who combines size and skill, and he's percolating.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Maxey against Fultz. And here's Grimes. In his last outing, 8 points for him. 5 to shoot. Pass to Embiid. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Embiid's got his first 2 points of the night.
Without missing a beat, Embiid gets the shot up. That's the work of an assertive offensive player.
Well, remember, this is game 4 of group play in the Cup, Grant. The winner in each of the 6 groups will advance into the 8-team knockout rounds.
And they'll be joined by a wild card team in each conference, the second-place team with the best record. And if those records are tied, then they'll go to point differential.
Demon, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Philadelphia also making some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid, and Jared McCain subbed in for Grimes. Nails it from beyond the arc. Maxi's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
And that one's good.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Now here's Maxey. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Edgecombe. 4-3. And the 76ers get it back. That shot off the mark.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Fultz passes to Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
Well, you love to see Simmons use that size to finish at the rim and let him know.
And it'll be Philadelphia with their first time out of the game here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense. Oh, my God! Look out below!
Wow, VJ Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
So far, Graham, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. For a rookie, VJ Edgecombe's a smart defender. Just great anticipation to affect that shot.
58 seconds left in the first half. Now here's McCain. 9 points for him in his last game. And here's Oubre from the arc. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Right side Bull. Pass to Demon. The 3-ball. The offensive rebound.
And you have to appreciate the heart they've shown on the offensive boards this quarter.
.34 seconds left in the second period. And stolen by Simmons. Good work defensively by Oubre. And stolen by Bull. Simmons finds Bull. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Bull's got 6 points.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And this is his second and third free throws tonight. That's good from George.
I think the experience Paul George possesses is so valuable to his team. This guy is such a seasoned vet.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Oubre against Simmons. Good work defensively by Oubre. The shot comes out, so we conclude the first half. Nets out in front. They lead by 13. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm alongside Coach Nick Nurse, and I know you're not too happy with the execution at the defensive end. What needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah, we're making some mistakes on some of the switches. We're making some mistakes on some of the weak side. And then when we did get them to miss a couple, they tipped them right back in. So lots to clean up there.
Okay, it'll be a tough halftime speech from Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Ben Simmons putting in some incredible work. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
They wouldn't be ahead without the numbers they've gotten from the bench, providing major contributions, especially at the offensive end. It's taking a lot of pressure off the starters. What a luxury to have a second unit.
And Kenny, your take on Philadelphia?
Well, it's never fun. You're playing against a team that's on fire. This team was on fire. They showed effort on defense, but it didn't matter. They couldn't get the stops. I don't think the opponent could sustain this kind of shooting.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Ben Simmons.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
We've got Markelle Fultz, Nicholas Claxton out there with Ben Simmons. Then it's Zaire Williams, and it's Thybulle in at the three. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. To the middle, Simmons can't get it to drop. 76ers trail by 16. Here's Edgecombe. Checking his stats. He's scoring around 9.5 points per game. George in the post. Covered by Thybulle. Rejected by Claxton.
This is why he's out there. Protect the paint at all costs. Nick Claxton send it back.
Pass to Maxey. Three-pointer. Williams grabs the board. Nets leading by 16. Fultz finds Williams. Back to Fultz. To the paint. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. George with it. Thybulle picks him up for three. Maxey.
Look at the wingspan of Nick Claxton on display. He sends that thing back.
Brooklyn making some changes. Clowney comes in for Simmons, and Hield is subbed in for Thybulle. Grimes, he's checked in for the Sixers. For three, Maxey. Again, Maxey missing.
Wow, another empty possession as the Gates 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Hield against Walker. Lets it fly. And the basket by Hield. Hield's got 8.
This is why you put Buddy Hield on the floor. His jump shooting ability, so pretty.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Alex. Well, Grant, offense is trying to stretch the D to the breaking point, but it goes beyond just three-point shooting.
Yeah, there's how you position on the perimeter, but, you know, then you also want that vertical spacing, too, where you have a lob threat at the rim. And when you watch VJ Edgecombe play, the word explosive comes to mind. A tremendous athlete with an exciting future.
And the Nets making a change here. Shepard's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre, he's checked in for Embiid.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Philadelphia with another miss. Brooklyn leading by 16. Fultz passes to Claxton. It's hauled in by Oubre. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. They host the Hawks after this one, and that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Well, injuries, a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, BA, and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
Bol, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Demon comes in for Fultz. Drummond's checked in for Philadelphia. McCain comes in for Tyrese Maxey. Here's Shepard. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. 6 to shoot. Hield from outside. He can't get that one to fall.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Count that bucket.
Yeah, I like the way that Edgecombe plays. He looks for others first. A rare trait for a rookie.
Down low. And finished off by Bull.
Boy, how about the timing, the delivery? That is exactly how you set a teammate up.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Oubre. And no good.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Outside McCain. Gets stolen by Hield. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Nails it from 3. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, after knocking down a couple in the first half, that's his first triple here in the second.
Here's Edgecombe. He has 7. Outside McCain to stop the run. The shot that time not on target. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. They have a confident 20-point lead right now. Defense is setting the tone. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. 76ers trail by 20. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. George out there with Jabari Walker. Then there's Jared McCain. Then it's Maxey. And it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Clowney. Back to Thibault. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. For 3, Dimon. They get it back.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Maxey feeling it out a bit. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
George for 3, gets the 3 to fall.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came in the league. Incredible.
And the three-pointer goes. Shepard's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. 76ers trail by 20. Outside McCain. With some arc. Rejected by Bull. Thibault with it. Picked up by Embiid. To the right side. For 3, Dimon. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Banked it in off the glass.
Timeout. 2 strong points from Embiid. His M.O. is to own the painted area.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Big round of applause for the Brooklyn Nets kids.
Nets leading by 18. Left side Simmons. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Boy, when Simmons looks to score, it just balances that ability to pass the basketball. Love when he's aggressive.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young, Doris.
Well, they are, BA, and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve. And once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
76ers trail by 21. Pass to Embiid. Maxey on the wing. It's McCain on the wing. On target from range.
You know, one thing about Maxey is that he always is looking for an outlet.
Last 2 minutes to play.
Fultz passes to Simmons. Rebound by the 76ers. Walker's got 4 rebounds now. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Here's Simmons. That one falls. Nice assist by Fultz. Simmons has got 5 points now in the quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Ben Simmons.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
Well, obviously, he doesn't like losing. They dropped 3 in a row coming into this one. He took it on himself and put a stop to that streak. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter here.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Brooklyn leading by 18. Outside Bull. The 3. Hits a 3-pointer.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Nets.
Man, the bench brought lots of energy tonight.
I'll tell you, when your reserves can score like that, it puts your team in a great position to win.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And this is an even matchup, 1-1 on the season series with 2 left to play.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ben Simmons.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Philadelphia's got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. He buries it from 3. There's 45 seconds left in the 4th. Fultz passes to Williams. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
They double-team Walker. Here's Maxey, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Both free throws good from Maxey. And it's Brooklyn ball. Here's Edgecombe. Clowney pulls it in. And here's Shepard for 3. The shot, no good. So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Markel, the assist numbers for you, jumping off the page. Talk about your effort to get everyone involved.
I just try to make the right play every time I'm on the floor. You know, like Coach said, you know, if I see two on me, I'm going to try to hit the open man. And we were just moving the ball today. I think that's a focus that everybody has, and I think we showed a little bit of today, and we just want to keep building.
The ball movement was outstanding. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Doris Burke, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. So long, everyone.